You've been defeated long enough and mistreated long enough. Queen, it's time to stand up. Queen, it's time to get up. Queen, it's time to rise. Queen, rise up.
Hey, good morning, Queens Rise Up. You know how we do. This is Queen Rise Up. Women Empowerment, what we do around here, we empower who? You, that woman, to do what? To know her worth and her value. Queen, listen, when you get up this morning, make the devil, M-A-D-D, mad that you are up this morning, and make sure you have your foot on the jugular of his neck. Do you hear me? Get up this morning. Listen, it is today. It's a new day. It's a new start. It's a new beginning. This is it. Get up. If you're joining me today for the first time, as you can see, my name is Chantel C. Ross, and this is Queen Rise Up, where we empower women to know their worth. Queen, do you know your worth? Do you know your value? Do you know who you are? Do you understand your identity? Come on, and if you understand it, you understand how are you walking in your truth. And this is real talk. Knowing your worth and knowing your value. Thus, when you learn how to put up healthy boundaries on your life. You know how to walk in and walk out. Listen to me. This is real talk. When you understand your worth and your value. And your worth and your value, Queen, don't you know you ain't trying to prove that to nobody? That's not for you to prove to anybody. No, you got to know your own worth. You got to know your own value. You got to know, come on, what you bringing to the table. Listen to me. Real talk. Look. We meet here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are live. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen to me. Real talk. Tag somebody, and y'all make sure y'all tap them stars when we on live. Hit them stars. Let me know that you got me. Listen, tap the stars. You find me on Instagram, YouTube, on Twitter, and baby, on Tickety Talk. Did you hear me? So make sure you go look for me. I'm Googleable. Just go Queen Rise Up, and you should find her. That's just that simple. Listen, but I thank you for joining me. Listen to me, real talk. We're going to do our godly affirmations. You're going to get up. You're going to create your world. Life and death. Good morning, Queens. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. Listen to me. Yes, in mine, but baby, it's in yours too. Now teach you how to fish. You'll never go hungry again. Queen, you got power, life and death. You got death. Come on. It's in your tongue. You have creative power. You got the power to call those things as not as though they are. Honey, start calling them things. Listen, get it. Come on. Get your thoughts in your mind in alignment to what God says concerning you, and call those things as not as though they are. Did you hear me? And this is real talk. So open up your mouth this morning and say it. Listen, I am. Matter of fact, I can do what God says I can do. I am who God says I am. I need you to declare it this morning. Come on, make that declaration. I am who God says I am. I can do what God says I can do. Whoa, listen. You listen. I am who God. Just listen to the I am. Good morning, sister. I am who God says I am. I can do what God says I can do. And did you know that you can do all things through God? Don't start none, won't be none. Listen, don't you know he believes in doing the impossible? That which you cannot do. Come on, he can get the job done. You just got to walk it out, Queen. This morning, declare this morning, come on, I am in my righteous mind. I am walking in my wealth. Come on, I am walking, I am healed. Oh, you got me walking it out this morning. Don't start none, won't be none. Come on, by his stripes, I am healed. Come on, declare this morning that I am walking in the wisdom of God. Come on, declare this morning that my ways are established. Come on, because of the covenant that I have with him. Good morning, Queens. I am. Come on. Wherever, listen, I declare this morning, wherever the soles of my feet tread, I will possess it. You got to, y'all, come on, Tammy. Create your world this morning. Do you hear me? Come on, declare this morning, I am free. I am liberated. Sometimes you got to get serious about it. You know what? Put your eye, listen, I am who God says I am. I can do what God, you better talk to her. You hear me? I can do what God says I can do. Come on, I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. Come on. Maybe you need to remind yourself. Self, listen, come on. Declare on your life this morning, God has a plan for me. Come on, open up your mouth. Good morning, Queens. Well, come on, Queen. I am walking in my wealth. Come on, don't start nothing, Queen, this morning. Come on, and the prosperity in which God has already ordained before the foundations of the earth. Come on, listen to me. Real talk. Good morning, Jackie. Y'all finna start something this morning. Listen, Queens, you know your worth. You know what you bring to the table. Come on, declare this morning. morning, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Declare this morning that I am that of a royal priesthood. Man, y'all better talk to yourself this morning. Good morning, Shasha. Come on this morning. Come on, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Come on, I declare this morning that I have wings as an eagle. Come on, I declare this morning that I have hinds legs. Come on, listen to me. Listen to me. Hinds feet to go up tough terrain. Queens, you got to start. Come on, pull them. And what happens is when you begin to say what God says, don't you start pulling down and tearing down. Come on, false accusations. You come on. You telling the. Come on, now you telling the truth. Come on, listen. You're saying what God says concerning you. Come on, I'm walking in my new beginning. I declare today is my new beginning. I declare today is my fresh start. Don't you know for anything to become new, something has to end. Yesterday is already gone, and today is a new day. Come on, declare this morning. I am that of a royal priesthood. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. When you get up in the morning, when you're going throughout your day, be like, no what? Let me create the world. With my mouth. Come on, I know circumstances are circumstances. Tammy, good to see you, Queens. Come on, listen. Circumstance is circumstance and life is life, but you're going to have to get up. Come on, get your mind. Listen, we're going here this morning because I wanted to say this. This morning I heard God say, don't get caught up. I said, God, here you go. And it took me a minute to come on because I couldn't hear nothing at first. I was like, Lord, I don't hear you. What is? He said, don't get caught up. Listen, in this thing, you got to stay sober-minded because your adversary is prowling like a lion. He's looking for someone to take out. He's looking for you. Oh, listen. He's looking for you. Listen to me. Now, you got to know your worth, come on, and your value so you don't give in to the tactics and the setup and the snares and the traps. Listen to me. And if you get caught in one, let's say you get caught in one of the bear traps, you got to know, come on, how to use that thing for an opportunity that goes with your assignment. Queen, for every trap that has been set, for every hole that has been plotted, for every plan that has been deemed, come on, listen to me, to take me out. Don't you know those are opportunities? Okay. So when I get into the hole, I think about Joseph. Whoa! When I get into the pit, I think of opportunity. Don't start now. So you got to use your opportunity. Don't get caught up. Listen to me, real talk in the issue. Don't get caught up in maybe you're in a toxic environment or relationship or situation. Don't get caught up in the toxicity. Know when to hang up the phone, know when to walk away, know when to fold them. And I'm going here this morning because you can't get caught up. Listen, you got to stay sober-minded, and this is real talk. You got to be wise in this season. You got to stay woke in this season. This is real talk. Good morning, Queens. We're talking about don't get caught up. Let me just do this morning because you don't want to get caught up. You don't want to get caught up. You don't want to get caught up with toxic people. You don't want to get caught up in your stumbling blocks. You don't want to you don't want anything that's going to take you off of what is profitable concerning you. Don't get caught up. Listen, don't get caught up. And this is real talk. Be careful with the world systems. Don't get caught up because you can't listen. You can't serve two masters. You gonna hate one and love the other. Don't get caught up. This one right here. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in your issues. Come on, because you have to realize you are not your issues. Don't get caught. I got just in time. Woke up. Come on, you better stay in your own lane. Don't get caught up. Let me tell you something because we're very visual persons, people. So when you see things, sometimes you like, oh, look at where they at. Ooh, well, you know what? All right, Queen, stay in your own lane. Don't get caught up in nobody else's lane. Because number one, you don't even know what it took or what it's taking for them to get to their destination. I remember being in church, man. One of the queens, she was so mad with me. I know, Queen, what is you mad at? She was mad, M-A-D-D, mad. What is you mad at? If you only knew the trouble, the trauma, you wouldn't be mad, boo girl. You wouldn't be mad. Was mad with me. Why? Because when you start walking in who God says you are, man, mad. You should slam the door in my face. I'd be like, oh, did she just close the door in my face? She did, girl. You got stay in your own lane. Don't never compare you to anybody else. You hear me? Listen, because you don't never know what anybody else, what their circumstances is. You don't even know what the situation is. But Hunter, what? Oh, I'm fighting for mine like you fighting for yours. You hear me? We on the same team. But whatever you do, Queen, don't get caught up in the stumbling blocks. Don't get caught up in toxic people. Don't get caught up in other people's situations and circumstances. Listen, don't you get caught up. You hear me? Don't get entangled. Listen, real talk. And this is real talk. Because what happens is it opens up access to you. It'll open up access to you. Looks for access. So come on. Good morning, Kimberly. I'm just saying, Queen, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up with toxic people. Don't let things in life become your stumbling block. If you get up every morning talking about that thing that's trying to take you out, oh, you caught up. I ain't gonna keep talking about you. And you hear this, come on. At my demise, why would I get caught up? No, keep it moving. Stay focused. Stay attentive to what it is that you are, that God has positioned you and taken you to. But don't get caught up in them dead things that are not, this is real talk today, them stumbling blocks. I'm not gonna stop having them same conversations that's not leading you nowhere. If you ain't taking me nowhere, this is not meant, Queens, because you're going somewhere, but you can't get it caught up. You're gonna love one master. You can't serve two. You can't serve two. You can't serve two. You gotta choose one or you're gonna hate the other, and that's bottom line. You're gonna have to choose. But whatever you do, Queen, don't you get caught up. That negative conversation. Don't get caught up. Listen, be careful social media. I didn't come with social media today. Don't get caught up. God used yesterday what he needed to use in that moment. That's it. That's all. Finish. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in that argument. Don't get caught up in that conversation. Don't get caught up in the wrong. Don't listen, not today. Good morning, Roxanne. Don't get caught up, Queen. In other words, don't be sleeping. Stay woke. Don't you get caught up. Some of us walking into new territory, getting ready to launch out into new beginnings. Stay attentive. Stay sober-minded. Don't get caught up. Matter of fact, if you don't get caught up in that tradition and religion, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. When you recognize it, you make a sound, righteous decision. Don't get caught up. Queens, there is too much in you. There is too much stirring in you. There is too much potential in you. Listen to me. I know what is the small foxes is what does. Oh, matter of fact, let's lock and load because it's the small foxes that destroys the vine. Let me help you this morning. Come on, sometimes I say it's the small foxes. It a lot of times ain't the big things. Can you imagine doing something over a long period of time? Those are foxes, and after a while, you've been caught. Oh, listen, I'm gonna help you this morning. It's the small foxes. It's the small things that destroys your vine. And the vine that he's destroying is your connection. Whoa, listen. Come on, your connection with God. Matter of fact, let me do this. Come on, let me lock and load this morning because you can't don't get caught up. Because them small foxes, they destroy the vine. Them small foxes take their time. Month, day, year, decade. As long as they keep nipping. Sometimes these little foxes, they deteriorate your mental. They start deteriorating you in your emotions. They start deteriorating you in your spirit. You know, you get tired. Like, I'm tired. Don't you know them little foxes destroys the vines? Let me tell you something. And let me tell you about these foxes. They'll take their time. They'll set you up. Listen, he said, Songs of Solomon 2:15. He says, catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil the vineyard. For our vineyards are in bloom and blossom. And maybe you're blossoming. Maybe you're growing. Maybe you stepping into your new. But you better watch out for them foxes. Matter of fact, if you can see them coming in the spiritual realm, say, oh, there's a fox. There's a fox. This is real talk. Queen, it is. Everyone has a destination, whether you like it or not. Eternal destination. I promise you. Whether you believe it or not. Come on, you can't stay here forever. There has to be somewhere for these souls and spirits to reside in. Real talk. We're going to leave that. Let's just keep walking it out. Just walk it out. But queens, whatever you do, what are your small foxes? And what is that want to destroy your vine? Stop you from producing, stopping you from being your best you, from getting to the other side. Sometimes, small foxes will rob you of your sleep, your rest. And when you don't get the proper rest that you need, your body cannot recover. Because a lot of times your body recovers while it is sleeping. I'm talking about the small foxes. The small foxes that have you taking you, going places that it's not recommended or it's illegal. Come on, in the kingdom to do and to go. The small foxes will destroy the vine. And they are very subtle. They will take their time. They are no hurry. Long as they take you out. Do you hear me? What's your foxes? What got you caught up? Sometimes what people think about you destroy your vine. Sometimes what you're thinking about others will destroy your vine. What you put inside your body. And let me just be honest with you. And let's do this. Because your vine is your connection to God. Don't destroy. Don't let the foxes destroy your vine. If it's going to hinder you and stop you from being in alignment to what God says concerning you, check and see if those are the foxes that's trying to destroy the vine. I told God, get rid of my foxes. By all means necessary. Do you hear me? Lord, let's get rid of these small foxes. Because sometimes you'll be caught up and don't even know you caught up in negative things. Sometimes you caught up tradition and religion. You don't even know you're in the cycle until that thing is broken. Let me have a sip. You don't realize that them foxes are those patterns that you've been practicing over a period of time. Has disrupted some things. And some things, some things we have to be unlearned, untaught. Some of us walking in residue of where we've been or where the foxes has come on, real talk. And I'm going to tell you, Marshall, when you start unlearning and God start really renewing your mind, that things that you've been accustomed to and so familiar with, you'll find out that has not been the way. All this time. No. And that's a hard pill to swallow. When you've been accustomed to certain methods and patterns, and that wasn't the way. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Keita. Good to see you. He said, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in trying to get this thing in the world system. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in them little relationships that'll destroy your connection with God. Don't you get caught up. Don't get caught up with tradition and religion that you miss the whole move of God. This real talk this morning, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up with the antics just because it sounds good. Because as Christians, we have a sound that we are also familiar with. Don't get caught up. He says, everything that glitter isn't gold. Don't get caught up. Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't you know every day that you are living to get to an eternal place? I know I talk a lot about destination. We talk a lot about, our businesses. We talk a lot about being established in God, But let me tell you, baby, it's bigger than that. This thing is bigger than that. Where you are is bigger than where you are. Do you know that, Queen? We're trying to do life so we can live happy ever after on earth. Queen, you know what? Now I want to be comfortable. I don't want to complain, but we're trying to live happily ever after. Girl, queens, don't start. No, this is not our happily ever after. Our happy. Did you hear me? We have put a lot of emphasis. Woo! God, did you say that? Don't get caught up. I heard you. I know I heard you. Don't start now. We have put so much emphasis. Caught up. Making sure we got the best fish. Caught up. Making sure we got the right bag. Huh? Say, don't let them foxes destroy your vine. Because you're going to have to lose some to win some. Woo! Don't get caught up. You know what? Don't start nothing, Roxanne. Did you hear me? Don't get caught up. Sometimes we get so caught up in what it is that we desire the most, that them little small, come on, listen to me, listen. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we want the most. Uh-oh. We get so caught up in getting our plans established. When God says, I'm going to establish the plans that I have for you. Sometimes we wonder why certain things don't go the way as we orchestrate or plan. Because that was not the plan for you. That's it. Here we go. Oh. He had plans for you before you were in your mother's womb. And then we want to make our plans like we telling God what we getting ready to do. He said that, okay, don't get caught up. He said, good morning, Queen. I have a plan. I've already made plans for you. I already put purpose in you. You already have an assignment. You already been called and chosen. Some things won't work out because that was not in the plan that I had for you. Now, he does says this, all things do work together for good for those who love him and that are called according to his purpose. Let me have a seat. A sip. I'm in the seat. A sip. Listen. And I love him because he backs up. He even backs up when you're in the wrong lane. It'll work together. Whoa, come on. You know what? Don't you let nobody stop you. Don't you, listen to me, don't get caught up. Whoa! And do you know, continuing, and come on, what we're talking about today. Kimberly, we're talking about don't get caught up. Don't let the small foxes destroy the vine. Don't get caught up in negative conversation. Come on. Because let me tell you something, you can't get caught up. We get caught up in our plans. We got to get caught up in his plans. We caught up in our plans. We caught up in our ideas. We got caught up in our itinerary. Oh, don't you get caught up. Let me tell you something. Listen, look. So busy trying to live happily ever after. right here. Come on. Yeah. No. I don't. Come on, give me a little kingdom life on earth. Don't get it twisted. Listen, but real talk. Whoa, come on. Don't get caught up. Listen, Queen, listen. It took me a minute to come on this morning, Kimberly, because I was like, God, I can't hear you. I said, God, I couldn't hear you. What do you want to say? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not moving unless He says go. I promise you. So I heard Him say, don't get caught up. I said, oh, here we go. Don't get caught up. The stumbling blocks. Come on, don't get caught up in the wrong thinking patterns. You got to tear down those strongholds. Don't get caught up in other people's opinion. Don't get caught up in toxic conversations. Don't get caught up in emotionalism. Don't get caught up. Come on, listen to me, real talk. Listen to me. Don't get caught up, because let me tell you what happens. It's some small foxes that will destroy the vine. Do you hear me? Sometimes you don't even realize you caught up until one day you look back or look in the mirror and be like, how did I get here? Because what happens is the small foxes been eating up the vine, and what happens when they eat the vine up, that place where God needs to communicate with you, come on, there's a missing link. I'm gonna help you, because what happens is now they done ate a part of the vine up so you can connect to what God says concerning that thing. Listen, help me. Oh, don't stop. No, it won't be none. So now they done ate up a portion of your vine. Listen to me. Now you can't hear. Come on. You can't make proper discernment. You don't know how to use the power and the authority. Come on. The power and the authority that He has. Come on. What's on the vine? What foxes done snipped your vine? Come on. Messing with your connection, messing with your revelation, messing with your strength, the wisdom of God. Oh, somebody say, oh, don't you get caught up. And this is real talk. Don't start nothing, Jackie. Don't get caught up, because it's the small foxes that destroys the vine. And listen, sometimes you don't even realize, because you got to understand, the foxes are sneaky. They are tricky. And so sometimes you don't even see them, because you're so accustomed to doing a thing that it becomes now normal to your normalcy. This normal. This is what this is. No, this is not. Wait, don't start nothing, Sasha. And did you ever know? Have you ever got free from something and you didn't even know you was bound? Those small fox. I'm gonna help you. Wait a minute. You ever get free from something? Like, whoa, I'm free. I'm liberated. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Good morning, Justin. Listen, King. Listen. He said, listen, I'm free, but I didn't even know I was bound in them areas. Whoa, listen. Because what happens, them little foxes, because if you keep having a conversation, you stay on them same old broken cycles, you keep doing the same thing, getting the same results, oh, you caught up. And then you look back. He done took your mental, your emotion, your health, your financial, your psychological. Whoa, listen. And they did it over, and the foxes did it over a period of time. Some of your friends help eat the vine. Whoa, look, wait a minute, hold it, God, here we go. Some of your friends you've been hanging with, they look, they with the fox. Because if they're eating the same, listen to me. Oh, y'all finna start something today. Listen to me. Come on, check your environment. Woo! It's a small fox that destroys the vine. If you hanging around and doing what the same people do that's eating your life, you better check your connects. It's the small foxes that destroys the vine. This is why when you become a new creature, He changed your environment. He changed your friends. He changed your taste for life. He changed your desires. Because He knows it's some small foxes. Keep watching that same stuff and watch what happened. Day 1. Day 2 seems so innocent. Day 3 seems so innocent. Day 4. Because you got to understand, you are now catching things on a different frequency, Queen. You ain't just watching TV to watching. Did you hear me? So after a while, those small foxes start playing a major role in your life. Some things you need to shut down, shut them out, close the door, and throw away the key, because it's some small foxes that destroys the vine. Have you ever been in church for a long time and be like, where have I been? What have I been doing? Where did my disconnect go in this? It is a small fox that destroys the vine. Queen, don't get caught up. And it's so easy to get caught up. Oh, it's so easy. And then when you caught up, if that thing don't happen the way it happened like that, you think you ain't walking. And you know what? Because if you're growing, your experiences with God are going to change. Your experience will not always be the same with God. They will change, but you keep thinking because I didn't get this and this didn't go this way, I didn't fall on the ground, didn't roll around, that you didn't touch. Come on, don't let nobody, don't get caught up because I didn't get that tingly. Let me have a sip this one. Here we go. Wow, we go. Wow. I didn't get that tingly thing, and I didn't slide today. No, that doesn't mean you didn't. Come on, don't get caught up in all that, and you're gonna find yourself. You're gonna hurt. You don't wreck yourself. Because sometimes you think I'm talking about don't get caught up. Don't you know those things will stumble you if you feel like you didn't have a certain response to a certain thing? Don't get caught up. Always looking for the same experience every time. Don't you? Let me have a sip. Looking for the same experience. And then you think you don't get that same experience that you had in that place, that you didn't experience a place with God, or you didn't experience something new. That doesn't. Queen, don't you know you were experiencing something with God? Him just talking to you even right now, just having this conversation with him. Don't let the small fox eat up the vine. Listen to me. He's doing something. Do you hear me? Can you just talk to him? Listen to me. That's that simple. Listen to me. Don't get caught up in that wrong conversation because unnecessary babbling leads to in vain conversations. The little foxes on the vine. Let me just help you this morning. You have an experience, whether you know it or not. Can I tell you, you ain't got to go. Let me tell you something. Oh, man, come on. Just one at a time, because sometimes your experience is going to be different based on your growth. And did you know you get caught up and you don't get the experience that you were expecting, you're going to be going to look everywhere for that experience? Man, God, you ain't. That's how you get itchy ears and always looking for confirmations. Man, if you don't get to know God for yourself and your own experience, because sometimes you run around here looking for confirmation. I need a 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 confirmation. Man, you confirmation junkies. You got to know him for yourself. You hear me? Oh, I'll get there, God. Just get there. Just get there. Now, the confirmations, if you're getting confirmations, it should be based on what he's already said, absolutely. And you're getting to know his voice for yourself. That is how I use confirmations of God. Because God will say something to you, and sometimes you be like, God, I'm not sure if this is you. And then what he'll do, he'll use individuals to confirm what he's spoken to you. So now you learn how to hear his voice on your own. I am not a confirmation junkie. I am not listening to everybody. I promise you. You got to learn them for yourself. Do you hear me? Jeremiah 29 and 11. Come on. Don't start nothing, Roxanne. Is he changing it? Out of love, Queen, because he don't want you to get no diaper rash. He don't want you with no rashes. He don't want them small foxes to destroy the connection that he's want to have with you. And this is real talk. Come on, don't start nothing, Queen. Here y'all go. Y'all talking, look, but because you can't get caught up. It's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up. God has a plan for you. Thoughts of peace and expected end. You already set apart. You were called. Some won't even stay for their chosen part. Called. But if you ain't going to carry out the assignment, many are called, but few are chosen. Are you going to carry the assignment? Many are called, but few are chosen. Your assignments, you can't get caught up. Your assignment, no, Dr. Rash Queen, don't start now. Your assignment, Queen, and in that, you can't get, and Queen, chosen, you can't get caught up in the rhetoric. You can't get caught up in the traditions. You can't get caught up in, you can't even get caught up in cultures of things. When you chose it, Queen, the game. Whoa! Did you hear me? You can't get caught up in, come on, what's been the norm in generations. Something, because you can be called, but chosen, something happens. Because many of you have been called, but you are not walking out what you've been chosen to do. Come on. We have selective hearing. Absolutely. Don't stop. No, it won't be none. We hear what we want. Listen. Don't let the small foxes destroy the vine. I was walking up my stairs this morning, and I'm like, I was like, wow. I was like, wow, God. All of this that I see before me going up them stairs was in me. The potential that was in me. But them small foxes was not allowing it to be expressed. Because they were eating up the vine. The vine endows you with power on your gifts. Connected to that vine allows you to see your full potential. But if the foxes is eating it, you'll keep looking for confirmation and validation from others on already what God said concerning you. Woo! If you get caught up, you can get caught up in what people think about you. Don't let them small foxes, good morning, Tajiri, destroy your mind. Don't get caught up. Sometimes we get caught up in lack and doubt and fear, anxiety. Don't get caught up. Them foxes right there will eat up your dreams, they eat up your visions, they eat up your purpose. Man, they'll mess around, have you forfeit your assignment. Don't get caught up. If you see the phone ring and you need not to, don't. You say, I can't get caught up today. I can't get caught up not to. Listen, Queen, if we do have authority in us, and the spirit realm. And that's funny because we always don't be walking in the spirit. Long story short, Jackie, we just don't. We don't. We don't, period. Not, no, not 24/7. We just don't. I'm sorry to inform you. We don't. This is why he is. This is why the word of God is the way of escape. This is why he listen to me. He wants you to stay attentive, stay aware, stay sober minded, be alert, be vigilant. He wants you to be dressed in your armor all day, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. There is no way we can 24/7 walk in the spirit of God. I cannot. I promise you, I cannot unless I am 100% divine. No, listen to me. Look. Partially supernatural. Did you hear me? And a little bit natural. Little. Don't start none. So you can't. So that's why the word of God is what it is, and it's to help you to overcome. It's to help you that you will build up. It'll help you so you can root out. It'll help you so that it'll heal you. It'll help you so listen, when you fall down, you know how to get back up. It'll help you that when you got to forgive 70 times 7, there was something about it. Do you hear me? Don't get caught up. Do you hear me? Let me tell you something. This is real talk. So no. Don't start nothing, Jackie. But real talk, Queens, we cannot walk 24/7. If you can, y'all, somebody please let me know. If you got that, please come talk to me and have several seats with me and sit at my table. There is no way. Our personalities sometimes is a hot mess, but don't get caught up. Listen, the way that we think sometimes is a hot mess, but don't get caught up. And this is real talk. The way that we've been fashioned to do things, come on, even in the body of Christ, don't get caught up. We ain't always walking 24/7. We are not. Listen. That's a big word too, Jackie. Perfection. I can't, I won't, but I will keep striving. Do you hear me? But I will strive for excellence. Do you hear me? Every day, Queen, this walk is a trip. Did you hear me? You can be the most seasoned. Man, you still ain't got to get right. You still got to get right. You can be seasoned. You can walk as humble as apple pie. But everybody got something. Everybody got something. Good morning, Queens. Everybody got something on them. And if that something is the thing that keeps you connected to his grace and his mercy, that thing. Because if we were in a perfect place, Jackie, what would we need him for? We don't need God. I am perfect in that. Absolutely not. We are imperfect people with a perfect word to help us to strive. He said the steps of a righteous man are ordered. So in other words, we're gonna take wrong paths. We're gonna make wrong decisions. He said, but listen, they're already ordered. So real talk. Good morning, Vivian. Queen, we're talking about not getting caught up. Don't get caught up in having a certain lifestyle. Don't get caught up in that church and religious rhetoric. Don't get caught up in trying to create. It's almost like a false illusion. And that God wants the best for you, Queen. Don't get me wrong. Build your businesses. You want, get the things that, that you desire. Because he said, I'll also give you desires of your heart. But don't get caught up. So that's the only thing that you chase. Don't get caught up. The biggest thing that you can chase is your assignment. It's your purpose. Purpose. Because something happens when you chase your purpose. It's almost like everything falls into spiritual place. When you chase that. Don't y'all know, Queen, Rise Up? I've just been after purpose. Come on, Queen. I've just been after purpose. I've been after purpose. That's it. And then something blossomed. I didn't chase after the houses. I didn't chase after the cars. I didn't chase after the kids. I didn't did all that. I just chased after purpose. And so what happens is, because I can't get, Just chase the purpose and watch what God will do. He will blow your MIDNS, your minds. I'm telling you, just even when you're having a bad day and you chasing after purpose, man, he'll make that thing work for you. Let me tell you something. When you start chasing after purpose and you're like, okay, by all means necessary, something happens. You learn how to lock, load, and release. Well, come on, something about the purpose. Don't get caught up in that. I promise you. Let me tell you something. And then what happens is purpose creates color. Purpose creates. Whoa, come on, it gives you something wisdom begins to produce in purpose. Come on, he'll start showing you revelation when you seek after his purpose. Something happens. Don't get caught up. But purpose, you will find out at seeking purpose. Come on. That you already had what you needed. Woo! You will learn how to use what you got till you get where you going. I'm going to help somebody today. I said, let me tell you, don't get caught up. Woo! Seek after the thing that you were intended, what you were created for. Let me have a second. Purpose. You'll find your worth, your value. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. Purpose is the intended thing you were created for. Somebody caught you. It's in the purpose, man. It's not in the things that you chase. It's in his purpose concerning you. Some of you keep, oh, here we go. Don't start. No, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Purpose where you discover your gifts, your talents. Don't get caught up. And when you working in your purpose, who you supposed to meet, you shall find. Do you hear me? But don't get caught up just looking for them, but you get caught up in your purpose. Watch God. Do you hear me? Your purpose it'll declutter your life. God says, I have a plan for you. He said, I set you apart. And the thoughts that I have towards you, they're thoughts of peace with an expected end, not evil. You have purpose. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. Do you hear me? Man, purpose you a Queens, don't you know 30 minutes of self-love came out of purpose? Queen Rise Up came out of purpose. I just saw purpose. When I saw, and when you, look, help some, ooh. When you seek after his purpose concerning you, it's a game changer. You won't look at life the same. Maybe today you need to be like, God, what have I been caught up in? What is my purpose? And I don't care if you've been going to church for all your life, asking, what is my purpose? Why have I been created? What was your original intent for me? What assignment? Your assignment can be as big as small. Because something in purpose, man, it releases it releases your passion. Amen, Queen. But don't you get caught up. It is the small foxes that destroys the vine. And sometimes it's just the way you're thinking. If you start thinking, I am here on purpose, I am here for a purpose. Start thinking differently. Start speaking differently. So you'll start walking differently. Don't get caught up. Don't. What they say? A God chaser. Not emotionalism. Man, Sasha, your thinking will have you in a mental prison, walking in the natural but mentally locked up. Your thinking changes your world, Queen. This is why he renews the mind with the word of God. It's like your thinking is like your lifeline. Because everything starts with the thought. This is why there's the battle in the mind. Your battle is not people. It's in the spirit of the mind. And that you battle with the things in the spirits of their mind. Don't get caught up. That's why you get caught up in people's opinions. Good morning, Queens. Good morning, Big Red. Opinions and thoughts and everything starts with the thought. What are you thinking right now? It affects you. What are you thinking? What are you caught up in? What systems have you believed that are not working? What church rhetoric have you been practicing that, this ain't working? No, something just ain't right. And then you start learning for yourself. You start studying to show yourself approved. Because them small foxes, and they don't care how long they have to take to destroy your vine. bad habits, destroying your mind. Destroy your body. Bad habits. How you deal with people. Them foxes ain't, they come in so many different perspectives. Listen. Don't get caught up, queens. And this is real talk. Let me do this. If God placed it in your heart to give, it's on you. Y'all know I be forgetting. So if I forget, y'all forget. Don't start, no, won't be none. You desire to do so. God touch your heart anyway. You are welcome to do so. May God bless your seed, keep you, strengthen you, and multiply it in Jesus' name, spirit, soul, and body. That's how we do on this ground. But real talk this morning, queens. Listen, what's today? Thursday? Today is Thursday. The week is gone by already. Listen, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got things to do and places to go. I do. I really, really, really do. Hope you have a great day. Make sure you go to queenriseup.com. If you don't know, queenriseup.com, where you can do customized t-shirts. You can get t-shirts that are already customized. You can do your fall t-shirts if you want. Customize them as well. Let me know what you want. You can text me or email. I do have a phone number on the website where you can also contact the customer service department. Give us at least 1 to 3 business days to get back with you. Also, to go get your shades, your cups, your mugs. But you go to queenriseup.com. If you need to, I am bookable. You want to book me, you can go to queenriseup.com as well. Real talk, go to Queen Rise Up. But don't listen, Queens, whatever you do, don't get caught up. I really want to thank you guys for joining. Make sure you tap the stars on the page. You can tap the stars on the page. Share, like, post, real talk. I know every day is a different day. Yesterday we talked about Mr. West. Mr. West was just an opportunity use in that season. I don't want to get caught up in all of that because I know yesterday was pretty deep. But we just as life, we're living. We're not just existing. So every day is just a different day. We meet here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are live. But whatever you do, don't get caught up. Watch your conversation today. Watch what you're thinking today. Don't get caught up in the rhetoric. Sometimes we caught up and don't even know we're caught up. Sometimes we think the things that we're doing, they are right. Been doing the same thing, same cycle, and getting the same results. Caught up. Sometimes we think those small things that we do are not affecting your assignments of who you are, and they are. Some of you got habits that you've been practicing before and during being in the kingdom of God. You caught up. Oh, let me have a sip. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you caught up. And there's some small foxes that's destroying your vine. And what's happening now? I'm doing a scan over my own life. I'm scanning. I'm like, am I detecting something? You know how you do a scan? Scan it, God. Scan our lives this morning. Maybe it has went undetected. Scan. Woo! Listen. Come on, a body search. And maybe, come on. Boop, 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 beep, beep. Y'all know how I go. Come on, scan it, Lord. Scan them, scan them, scan them. Scan us. Beep, 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 beep. Uh-oh, wait a minute. How many you got? Listen to me. Come on. Are you caught up? Scan, 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 scan. He's scanning us. Come on. How many beeps you had? I had 3. 3! Beep, beep! Beep, beep! Scan. Scan. Come on. You know how you go through the airport? You do a body search. I didn't even know that was there. Oh yeah. Oh, I know about that one. Oh, how did that get in there? Because it's the small foxes that destroys the vine. Let them search you. Queens, you got things to do. You got places to go. Do you hear me? And that's real talk. I want to thank you guys for joining me today over here on Queen Rise Up. Make sure you go to queenriseup.com. Check her out, please. Listen to me. We're going to drop some new things. Just stay attentive, stay aware. You even got my permission to go look at it now. Please talk to me. Listen, real talk. But Queens, know I love you. I got to get up out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Queens, we are live. And whatever you do today, don't get caught up. And let them search you. Beep, 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 beep. Listen, how many beats went off? And this is real talk. God has great things in store for you. And sometimes your beat could be your anxiety. Beep, beep. It could be your fear. Beep, beep. It just might be depression. Beep, beep. It might just be gluttony. Beep, beep. Listen, don't get caught up. Come on, listen. It might just be religion. Beep, 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 beep. Don't get caught up. Do you hear me? Maybe it's just your worldly desires. Beep, beep, beep. I don't know how many beeps you got. Come on, I'm going to talk to you. Wait a minute. Wait. Listen to me. Maybe, listen, you're dealing with some things in you and your emotions. Come on, let them scan you this morning. That thing you addicted to. Don't look. Scan. But you know there's roots to your addictions. There's something else bigger than that thing. Scan. Beep, 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 beep. Scan. Body search. Spirit. So come on, real talk. Don't get caught up. And if you caught, deal with it. If you caught up and you know you caught up, and bad attitudes, you caught up, your response illegal. If you caught up, real talk. Queens, y'all know that I love y'all. Be blessed. Everybody have an amazing day. Know that I love you. Don't get caught up. Woo! That means you got to be attentive. You got to be in discernment. Oh, you got to be attentive. Oh, you do. What spirit is operating? Oh. Thank you, Queens. Love you too. Real talk. You hear me? Don't get caught up. You got too much at stake. You got too much to lose. You got too much that's in store for you. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has entered into how to man what God has in store for you. Don't get caught up. And do you know that if your concepts is wrong, everything else, everything you build is wrong? If your concepts is wrong, your ideas, man, don't get caught up. I gotta get up out of here. Guys, you have a mate. I'm just making, oh, wait a minute. I'm just making sure. Don't you know the enemy is setting traps and snares for you? even as we speak. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the stress. Queen, I'm over it. You hear me? Over it. Don't get caught up in the stress, the hustles of life, the disappointments, the setbacks, the traps, the toxic people, toxic conversations. Listen, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the wrong report. Who report you gonna believe? The report of the Lord. Don't get caught up. Woo! Don't get caught up. The snares of your mind. Don't get caught up. And Queens, let me say this. Let me get out here. I'm going to take these 6 minutes. And I remember being caught up. Queens, can I tell you I remember being... I was so caught up that everything that came through it, I would catch it. Negative. Catch it. And then I'll call, be complaining. Yeah. I would catch everything. Don't get... You know what? Don't get caught up. I remember being caught up. Caught up. There was moments where I was made to feel like I was a failure. That was only because the person speaking had been told they were a failure. Because then sometimes you were made to feel, I was made to feel like I was unintelligent. Truth be told, the person speaking, whoa, listen, had been told that. In your younger years. So what happened was they started projecting the things that they were feeling. Don't get caught up. I'm going to help somebody today. Okay, I know. Come on. Don't get caught up. And maybe you dealing with some things that you ain't dealt with, and you're projecting them on other people. Woo! Listen. Listen, real talk. Don't get caught up. And maybe you projecting things on people because you're insecure. Maybe you're projecting things on people because they told you wasn't good enough. Maybe you're projecting things on people because you've been the black sheep. Maybe you projecting things on people. Whoa! Because they invite you to the family function. I'm going to help some. You know what? Let me help sit this one. I know, you know what? Listen, don't get caught up. You hear me? Maybe you selfish because you ain't never had nothing. Oh, where we going? Whoa! Don't get caught up. Maybe you chasing money because you ain't never had nothing. So now you operating out of a poverty mentality and thinking it's God's wealth. Don't get caught up. I got to go now. Listen to me. But real talk, don't get caught up. Big Red. And this thing can go both ways. Maybe you the one that got the controlling spirit. Because you've been rejected. You tell witchcraft not on my watch. Don't get caught up. You hear me? Woo! Maybe you didn't turn out like mom and them thought you was. It's because God has another plan for you. Don't get caught up. Queen. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Your insecurities are affecting your household. Your insecurities is not allowing you to love those among you. It's the small foxes that destroys the vine. I feel somebody's heart. May God heal and set you free in the manifestation of this thing. Breathe, Queen. Sometimes we're so busy dealing with the external things that we are not building the internal things. I lived in an arena where the outside always looked good, but the inside was jacked up. And when you would see that on the outside, people would think they had it going on. Don't get caught up. Oh, they got it going on. Just because it was waxed on the outside, glistening, jacked up on the inside. Yes, I lived there, projected themselves on me. Come on, it's called personality disorder. Queen, real talk. Queen, and sometimes we don't even know we're living in them environments until you actually get liberated. Don't get caught up. Do you hear me? Oh, I gotta get up out of here. I do know what God don't stop. Because Queen, it is the small things that destroys. The small boxes. People thinking you got it going on because the outside of this thing looks deeply polished. I told my children this season right here that we in, on the outside is gonna look like it's toe up from the flow up, but from in the inside. Baby! Listen, did you hear me? No, because the kingdom of God is not by observation. It has come on us on the inside. I said, listen, they were like, Mom, what about the outside of the house? I said, we're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna let the season come. We'll worry about that when the next season comes. I said, but right now, I said, on the inside. Man, you better watch out, baby. Do you hear me? Woo! Listen. But on the inside, there's all types of bags. It's all types of bags in the backyard because we're cleaning out the inside and it's putting the trash out. I gotta go. I'm gonna leave y'all because y'all listen. That's on another day. Did you hear me? Woo! Got it. Decluttering I gotta go. Y'all make sure y'all go over to Queen Rise Up. I'll see you tomorrow right here, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's make it live. You hear me? Listen to me. Real talk. Know that I love you. Remember, it is the small foxes that destroys the vine. Don't get caught up. Real talk. Somebody say, beep, 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 beep. Listen. Body search. You hear me? Spirit, soul, and body. Guys, know that I love you. Be blessed. Make sure you check me out over on Queen Rise Up.